Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my August TBR and I'm doing a little book haul actually, which I'm excited about. So I'm going to start with the book haul because I might end up reading some of these books in my TBR. I'm not sure yet, but we don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so the first book I got is The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. This is actually the Chaos Walking series. This is book one. This is about a boy, like he hears everybody's thoughts and then one day everything just goes silent. It's about him dealing with that. I read more than this in July and I'm excited to talk about that in my wrap up. So yeah, excited to read this. So you might know or you might not know, I actually went to Berlin this month, which has caused me to not be able to do the booktubeathon because I was coming home when the booktubeathon started, and I probably would have been able to squeeze it in, but I didn't want to put myself under that pressure. So I was like, next year I'll do it and I'll have my Twitter set up and I'll have my Instagram set up. Oh yeah, by the way, follow me on my new Instagram and my new Twitter. My links are down below. But yeah, so I was in Berlin, so I wasn't able to do the booktubeathon, but I'm excited to do it next year. And I've been keeping up with everybody's videos and everybody's doing amazing. So the first book I bought when I was in Berlin was The Circle by Dave Eggers. This is actually a new movie and Emma Watson and Tom Hanks are in it. So The Circle basically is this organisation that runs everything, and as this girl, May Holland, gets closer to the circle, she realises more like truths about the organisation. So it sounds interesting enough. I don't really like to know a lot about books before I get into them, so sorry if my descriptions are bad. Look, I couldn't get over as well when I was in Berlin, but books there are so much cheaper than they are at home. This book costs $12.60 in Eason's at home, like here, and it only cost me $7.50 over there. Like, that's a fiver in the difference. Like, that's so much cheaper. I'm like, what the hell? And my next book was even a bigger bargain and I'm so excited to show you. The next book I got was Stardust by Neil Gaiman, and I am so excited to read this book. Like, you've got no idea how excited I am to read this. It's basically about this guy and he goes on this hunt for a fallen star. This book cost me $5.50. This book cost $12.60 at home as well. Like, what the hell? $5.50 for this. I could have literally bought the whole bookstore. But anyways, so yeah, I'm very excited about this bargain. And yeah. Did I mention that we're in a different location? Oh yeah, we're in a different location today because my bookshelf is a complete and utter mess at the minute because I'm getting a new bookshelf and it's coming on Sunday. The day I'm uploading this, it's coming. So my bookshelf is a bit all over the place because I've been like taking out books and stuff. So the next two books I bought actually today, and I got these books in a secondhand shop. So the first book I got was Room by Emma Donoghue. I've seen this like a lot. It's just like this book seems to follow me around a lot. So I decided to pick it up. It was only $2.50 and like it's in such good condition. Like, it literally looks like I've bought this new. It's basically about this boy and his mum, and they live in this room which is 11 feet by 11 feet. Big, and yeah, I think it's just about their lives in this room, so I'm excited to read that. Next book I got is a very well-known book, and I think I've talked about how I've wanted to read this anyways, but it's Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. I wanted to get this book out of the library. Whenever I've gone, Twilight is always missing, and I saw this in Oxfam and I was just like, it's $2.50. Why not just buy it? Like, it would be different if it was like the third book in a series and I didn't have any of the other books, but seeing as it's the first book, like, and if I love the series, like, I might end up wanting a physical copy of all of them. But yeah, so I don't mind having the first book in the series, so I decided to get this, and yeah. I have 5 books on my TBR for this month. These are the books that I've gotten from the library though. Like, I could end up reading some of the new books that I've got. I don't know yet really, like, it just depends, but these 5 books I'm just using as like my base, if you get what I mean. Like, these books I probably will be reading. I'm going on holidays with my parents this month and we are going to France and Switzerland, and we're going for like 2 weeks, so I'll have to pre-film videos for then. And yeah, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be reading because we're not flying around, we're like driving around, so, and I get really car sick, so there's no reading for me in the cars, but we'll see what happens in between then. So the first book I got is A World Without You by Beth Revis. I saw Molly Reeds talk about this book. Molly Reeds is one of my favourite booktubers ever. I just love her videos so much. And I saw her talking about this, and I think she loved it as far as I could remember. I just remember her like really praising this book, and then I saw it in the library and I was like, you know what, I'll get that. This book doesn't even have a description on it. I just picked it up as a recommendation. The next book is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. This is a book that's been on my TBR for a very, very long time. So what it says on the back is, we are Sinclairs, known as needy, known as wrong. We live, at least in the summertime, on a private island off the coast of Massachusetts. Perhaps that is all you need to know, except that some of us are liars. So I think that sounds pretty cool. Heard a lot about this book. Some people really love that book. So I'm excited to read that. The next book I have this month is Asking For It by Louise O'Neill. Only Ever Yours was on my TBR. But they didn't have that at the library, and I saw her name and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try this. On the back it says, they're good boys really. This all just got out of hand. So it sounds like kind of a sad story from what I'm getting, since I know the topic is, I think, on rape, and reading that, obviously it sounds like someone's not getting justice. So yeah, I think this could be quite a sad read. So the next book I've heard a lot about as well, and that is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertelli. Albertelli. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Becky Albertelli. Why can't I say her name? It says on the back, Simon Spider is 16, trying to work out who he is and what he's looking for. But when one of his emails to the very distracting Blue falls into the wrong hands, things get all kinds of complicated, because for Simon, falling for Blue is a big deal. The last book on my TBR is actually a throwback, like a serious throwback, and that is A Series of Unfortunate Events, The Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket. This is the first book in the Series of Unfortunate Events series. I remember we only had like book 10 and book 13 in my house for some reason, and I remember reading bits of both and loving them, but couldn't carry on because I wanted to read the first one, and then I don't think I ever got around to it when I was younger. I just never got them from the library. I just never got the chance. So I saw the first book and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick that up, and I'll probably read this like at the end of the month, so when I go to the library I can pick up book 2, 3, 4 and 5 and just absolutely whack them out and marathon them. That's my book haul and my TBR for this month. I'm excited to see how much I read. Hopefully I read more than I think I will. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!